In Jesus' mighty name. Our speaker this morning is the founder and presiding prelate bishop of this great ministry.
Amen.
Our spiritual father.
Amen.
He is the spiritual corollary to the devil.
Amen.
I believe that so much. And God is set to do great things through him concerning our life in this meeting. So now waste our time. I let you to be of study and put the hands together as we welcome the Archbishop on the podium. So that let's put the hands together and shout
Father, Lord, we thank you for the grace to see the third day of this prophetic convocation, this prophetic gathering. We thank you for our delegates that are here. We thank you for our neighbors that are here. We thank you, O God, for the impartation that have been taking place. From the first day, the second day, today is the third day. Thank you for the first speaker this morning. Thank you for the second speaker this morning. Thank you for all the impartation that has come and preceded me. And now, Father, as I bring forth your word, I pray that you give me the unction for presentation. I pray that you give me clarity of speech. I pray that you give me precision of thoughts. I pray that the words that will come out of my mouth will be words that are seasoned, and words that you have anointed, words that carry fire to impact the life of your children, to bring transformation to our life, to take our life to another level, to build us up spiritually. Father, I pray that you will open the eyes of our understanding as we study your word. Let every limit be taken from off your servant. Let every hindrance and restriction be taken from all the word of God. Let me speak with the tongue of the learned. Let me speak with superior wisdom. Let me speak and let your people be blessed. Take all the glory in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
Please, you may be seated in heavenly places in Christ. Quickly, as we get into the word, I want to acknowledge Pastor Matthias and his wife,
Amen.
Pastor Abraham, Aaron, and the delegates and leaders from the city. I want to also acknowledge our neighbors who have come from the community and from the neighborhood. And we have with us a mother who is in the community with us. No one else but my EJ, who is in our midst. I want us to clap and put our hands together for everybody who are here this morning for Impact, Maximum Impact 2019. This is our School of Wisdom Seminar, and I trust that the impartation and teaching this morning will be of such a blessing to everyone. Amen. I want to teach this morning on the subject, protocol of church administration. Protocol of church administration. And that is honor our wisdom epistle. Wisdom epistle 62. Protocol of church administration. I want us to focus our attention on some of the dynamics that has to do with the governance of the church, the building of the church, the building of the church. When you look at Matthew chapter 16, Matthew chapter 16, and to be specific, when you investigate verse 18 and verse number 19, the word of God is specifically clear. But before getting to 15, 18, and 19, Jesus in Matthew chapter 16, he spoke to the disciples and he said, "Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, that I am?" And 11 of the disciples, they became speechless and they became dumb. They had nothing to say. They had no life. So there was nothing they could say. There was nothing they could explain. And so they could not answer the question of Jesus. And then in the midst of the silence, one among the 12, by the name of Simon, the son of Barjona, he responded and he said, "Jesus, you are the priesthood, the Christ, the Son of the living God. You are Yeshua HaMashiach. You are the anointed one." You are the Savior and the Redeemer of mankind. You are the I am that I am. Peter said, he said, you are wonderful. You are Counselor. You are the mighty God. You are the Prince of Peace, the everlasting Father.
Amen.
You say you are the Alpha and the Omega. You are the beginning and the end. You are the same yesterday, the same today, and the same tomorrow and forever. He said you are the bright and the morning star. You are the God who say yes, and no one can say no. He said you are the Lion of the tribe of Judah. And Jesus looked at him and said, Peter, flesh and blood has not revealed this unto you. Everybody use that word, say reveal. It's very important. Reveal is very important. Reveal. He said flesh and blood has not revealed this unto you. He said, but you have received an email from the Father in heaven, and you log in and you downloaded heavenly information. What you have said about me is a revelation. And then he said, Peter, this revelation about me that you have just received and spoken, the revelation is a rock, and upon this rock, the revelation, I will set up the protocol for the administration of the church. Upon the rock of divine revelation, the revelation of the divinity of the deity of God among the gods, the revelation of Yeshua HaMashiach, the revelation of the Word. For in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. For in him was life, and the light was the light of man. Nothing was made that was made without him. The light shined in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. And the Bible went on to say that there was a man sent from God to bear witness of the light, but he was not the light. His name was John the Baptist. Then the Bible says Yeshua appeared on the scene and said, I am the light of the world. So the light, which is the word, is referring and implying the Lord Jesus Christ. Upon the revelation of the word, the revelation of Jesus, the word of God, the church shall be built to last for many, many years and many, many decades and centuries until the coming the coming of Messiah, the second coming of Christ. And I hear somebody say amen. So ladies and gentlemen, you and myself can gather a few principles from there when it comes to protocol of church administration, and we can gather some principles there when it comes to church building and governance. Number one, the church is not built by the theories of man. The church is not built by the ideology of man. The church is not built by our ideas. The church is not built by the media. The church is not built by the radio. The church is not built by the television. The church is not built by having a good microphone. The church is not built by having a good PA system, sound system, instrumentalists. The church is not built by good preaching and good teaching. The church is not built by good singing, praise and worship. The church is built on the revelation of Jesus Christ. Somebody say, I hear you.
I hear you.
Now, what is this revelation of Jesus Christ? First Corinthians chapter 1, and looking at verse number 24, the Bible says the Jews are looking for signs and wonders, and the Greek are seeking for wisdom. But as for us, the church, believers and Christians, it is not so. For us, Jesus Christ is wisdom. Jesus Christ is the wisdom of God and the power of God. The key emphasis in that passage is Jesus is wisdom. If the church is built by the revelation of Jesus Christ and Jesus is wisdom, then the church is built by wisdom. Somebody say, I hear you. The wisdom of God and the power of God. Wisdom, the wisdom of the word of God is what determines the building of the church. But then when you look at Mark chapter 6 and verse number 2, after Jesus had come and preached in the synagogue, in the temple, and there were great and mighty works, demonstration of the power of God through the life of Jesus, the marvel at the great things that were happening through him. And then they said, what wisdom is this? What wisdom is this? So that is the question. If the church is built by the revelation of Jesus Christ, and Jesus is wisdom, and by wisdom a house is built. By wisdom a house is built. By wisdom a house is built. Can I hear that? By wisdom a house is built. If the church is built by the wisdom of God, then it stands to reason, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to understand what is wisdom. You need to know what is wisdom, because we build the church, we run the church, we govern the church by wisdom, the wisdom of God. Amen. 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 And so wisdom has to do with principles. Proverbs chapter 4 and 7, the Bible says wisdom is the principal thing. So wisdom has to do with principles. So there are principles for church administration. There are principles for the building of the church of Jesus Christ. Building of a vibrant church, a conquering church, a church that will make a difference, a church that will make impact, a church that will affect and impact the lives of people. Ladies and gentlemen, it has to do with principles. When you look at Hebrews chapter 5 and verse number 12, the Bible says you need to be taught the principles of the oracles of God. We must be taught the principles of the oracles of God. The principles of the oracles of God. So the principles of wisdom by which the church is built and the church is governed is rooted in the word of God. Rooted in the word of God. Rooted in the word of God. Can I hear amen? Any church that is not built by the principles of the word of God, it's just a matter of time. It will wither away and it will die, because it can't stand the test of time. It can't stand the test of time. But the testing times will come to try and to face every church and every ministry. But it is the principle, time-tested principles over the years within the oracles of God, in the word of God, that will keep the church standing strong. Can I hear somebody say amen?
Amen.
Another thing I'd like you to appreciate quickly as we move on is to appreciate that when we talk about the church, we are talking about you. The church is not this building. This building is the sanctuary. It is the place where we gather together to worship God. It is the temple, the place of worship, where we come together to worship the Father, to worship the Lord. But the church itself is you and myself. The church has to do with you. So when we talk about building a church, the governance of the church, empowerment of the church, equipping the church, we are talking about impacting the lives of the children of God, the people of God, believers and Christians. We are talking about equipping the saints, empowering the saints, so that they will go out there and make a difference. They will go out there and shine as the light in the community, shine as a light in your environment, shine as a light to their working places, make a difference that others are not able to make, because we are the church, and because we are the church, we are the salt of the earth, and we are the light of the world, and we are a city seated upon a hill, and we cannot be hidden. Somebody say I hear.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 40 and verse number 8. The word of God says the grass withered and the flower faded away, but the word of our God shall stand forever. And I hear amen.
Amen.
Now, any other principles apart from the word of God that we use for the governance of the church, for the building of the church, to govern our life, because the church is you and myself, to build our life, to regulate our life. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just a matter of time. They are singing song. On Christ, the song they rock us stand. All the ground is sinking song. All the ground is sinking sand. On Christ the song may rise stand. All the ground is sinking sand. All the ground is sinking sand. Hallelujah. If the church, if your life is built on Christ, which is the word of God, it will stand. But if it is built on something else apart from Christ and apart from the principles of the word of God, it won't have the required substance for longevity, for tranquility, for durability. It won't have the strength to last. That's why the Bible says the grass withered and the flower faded, but the word of our God shall stand forever. Can I hear somebody say amen? Can I hear somebody say amen? This ministry is built on the principles of the word of God. On the principles of the word of God. CJC is a commission that is built on the principles of the word of God. I don't know about other places and other churches, but CJC is built on biblical principles. We are building this church as a Bible believing church, a Bible practicing church, a Bible teaching church. Can I hear somebody say amen? In CJC, We do things that have strong Bible backing. We do things that have strong Bible backing. We do away with things that are not biblical. We do away with them. Anything that is not biblical, we stay away from them. Can I hear amen? We stay away from them. Let's look at Matthew chapter 22 and verse number 29. Matthew chapter 22 and verse number 29.
He answered and said, I will not. For afterward you repented and went.
22:29. 29.
Jesus answered and said unto them,
You err.
Ye do err, not knowing
The scripture. You err. You err. Because you do not know the scripture. Any church that is not scriptural, any church that is ignorant to the Holy Scripture, that church is in error. Any pastor that is ignorant to the Holy Scripture, ignorant to the Word of God, I don't know what kind of people he is leading, because the pastor himself is in error. You err because you do not know the scripture. Anytime you do not know the scripture, you walk in error. You walk in error. You are open up to error whenever you are ignorant to the scripture. Can I hear somebody say amen? Amen. CJC is committed to building the lives of Christians to be word-based, word-oriented believers who are strongly rooted and grounded in the faith to impart their word and to impart their generation. CJC is a church that is committed. CJC is a commission, it's a ministry that is committed to building the lives of Christians. Building the lives of Christians. That is what we are committed to as a church. Not just that people are coming for service, attending church, declare their membership to be a part of this ministry, part of this church, and then they just come and we are having fun and we are joking and we are playing. No. In CJC, when people come here for service or they come to worship God in this commission, we are committed to building their lives. Building their lives, that they will be war-based and that they will be war-oriented believers and Christians. The Bible says in Acts chapter number 20 and verse number 32, the Apostle Paul said, I command unto you the word of God, which is able to build you up and to give unto you an inheritance among the saints. Before your inheritance and your package in Christ can be delivered unto you, it has to be on the platform of the Word of God. That's why in this commission we don't joke with the Word of God. We don't joke with the Word of God. We are committed to building the lives of Christians, not just on prophecy. The Bible says whether there be prophecy, it will cease. It will pass away. Can I hear amen? He said, but three things shall remain: faith, hope, and love. The greatest of these three is love. Love. Protocol of church what? Administration. CJC is committed, ladies and gentlemen, to raising Berean Christians. Acts chapter 17, verse 10 to 11. Acts chapter 17, verse 10 to 11. Let's read that quickly. Acts 17, 10 to 11.
And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night to Berea, who coming followed them into the synagogue of the Jews.
They sent Paul and Silas where? To Berea, to Berea, to Berea, to Berea. And when Paul and Silas got to the Berean church and they met with the Berean Christians, what happened there?
These were more noble than those in Thessalonica.
The word noble means to be honorable. To be honorable. The Berean Christians were more honorable than other Christians. They were more honorable than other congregational members. Why were they more honorable? Go ahead.
In that they received the word with all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily.
They were search the scripture daily, 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 daily. From day to daily basis, they committed their life to searching, searching, searching. They searched and they did research in the Holy Scripture.
Whether those things were so.
Whether those things were so. So in CJC, ladies and gentlemen, we are committed to raising Berean Christians. Look at somebody by your side. Say, if you are ambassadors,
If you are ambassadors
of this commission,
for this commission,
you are the Berean Christians we are talking about.
you are the Berean Christian.
It means that I expect you to be word-based. I expect you to be word-oriented. I expect you to be searching the scripture. Jesus said you err because what? You do not know the scripture. You are ignorant of the scripture. That's why you are in error. I declare today, under the auspices of the Holy Spirit, if you dare to shout the loudest amen right now, this will every error in your life will be corrected. Every error in your life will be corrected. In the name of come with me to Isaiah 40 and verse 6. Let's look at that quickly to appreciate something.
The manifold wisdom of God declared. The voice said, cry. And he said, why shall I cry?
Alright.
All flesh is dry. And all the wilderness yellow is as the flower of the sea.
The voice said, what must you do? Cry, cry, cry. And then I responded and I said, what must our cry? So it's not just enough for you to be called to preach. You need to know what you are called to preach. It's not just enough to say, well, God sent me to start a church or to build a church. You must have a message to deliver. The voice said, cry. And then I said, what is my message? What am I crying about? What am I crying? What am I crying about? Can I hear somebody say amen?
Amen.
Can I hear somebody say amen?
Amen.
The church must have a message. The church can be preaching while every other churches are preaching. It's an error. If God wanted it to be so, then there was going to be no Catholic church, No Methodist church, no Baptist church, no Charismatic church, no Pentecostal church, no, how they call them, never die. Shall be not there with them the other time. Before he left his hand. Close them down. The church is down. No mama, no papa, no father, no brother, no sister. It's a hell of a church. And Charles Taylor said, your clothes are nonsense down. And I hear somebody saying that. It's the son and God of Satan. Close it down. That is what happens when you are sent with the church and you don't have a clear message. You don't have a clear message. If your church don't have a clear message, your church will only be making noise in the community, in the neighborhood. Your church may only be fooling around and fooling with some people. Fooling with what? Some people. Fooling with some people. But for your church to affect the masses, it must have a message. For your church to affect the masses, it must have a message. It must have a message. Romans chapter 10 and verse 14 to 15. The Bible says, how shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? How will they call upon him in whom they have not believed? How shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? How shall they hear of him without a preacher? And how shall they preach except they be sent? However, it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that were the gospel of peace. Everybody say peace. Peace. It's a message. The gospel of peace is the message of peace. The message of peace. Some churches are sent with a message of peace. Some are sent with a message of love. Some are sent with a message of faith. Some are sent with a message of prayer. Some are sent with a message of prosperity. Some are sent with the message of holiness. In CJC, we are sent to run with a particular message, and that message is called wisdom. 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 We may preach about giving. We may preach about salvation. We may preach about faith. We may preach about love. We may preach about holiness. We may preach about righteousness. We may preach about greatness. We may preach about success. We may preach about one thing or the other, but they all will be tied to what? Wisdom. 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 Because that is the message God has given us as a commission to run with, so that we can affect the masses, so that we will not be noise makers in the community, noise makers in the city, that we go on this side, somebody will preach it to a crusade, and then we take that one from there, and we bring it here again to preach, and then we hear on the radio, and some pastor or prophet is preaching how you can use soap, so that you will get your husband, and then we come here too, and we start selling baby soap, and we start selling tapakra and tapaku. The churches that do such things are such churches that don't have a clear message. Can I hear amen? Amen. Look at somebody by your side and say, we have a clear message.
We have a clear message.
It is one thing to be called, ladies and gentlemen. It is one thing to be commissioned. It is another thing to be sent. It is another thing to have a message to preach. Every pastor and minister in this commission must know our message. When you are studying to go and preach, it should be around the message of wisdom. The message of wisdom. The message of wisdom. Go and preach whatever, but it should be around the message of wisdom. Hallelujah. What kind of wisdom are we called to preach? What kind of wisdom? What kind of wisdom? 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse number 4. The word of God says, we do not preach in the enticing words of man's wisdom. What kind of wisdom are we called to preach? What message of wisdom are we called to preach? Not in the enticing words of man's wisdom. Verse 7 of 1 Corinthians chapter 2. We speak the wisdom of God in a mystery. We speak the wisdom of God in a mystery. And it is your understanding of mystery that gives you mastery over the issues and the affairs of life. Understanding of mystery gives you mastery over the issues and over the affairs of life. We preach the wisdom of God in a mystery. Can I hear amen? Verse number 8. Which none of the princes of this world knew. For if they had known it, they would have crucified the Lord of glory. They would have crucified the Lord of glory. There's something else is mentioned in verse 7. It says we preach the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the what? The hidden what? Wisdom. The hidden what? Wisdom. Which God has ordained unto what? Our glory. God has ordained this wisdom for our what? Glory. Did they say for our shame? No. Did they say for our disgrace? No. That's why it's an error for you to be part of this commission. And you are wearing Samuel and Johnny, please help me. I am sorry for you. Amen. How can you be wearing that kind of clothes and you are part of this commission? How can you be part of this commission and you don't have your own palace? You don't have your own mansion. You don't have your own land. You don't have properties here and there. How can you be part of this commission and you are not doing well in your businesses and your businesses are not flourishing? How can you be part of this commission and you are not married and your marriage is not working? How can you be part of this commission and you are not traveling to places? You are going to the embassy and they keep denying you and they can't get you visa. How can you be part of this commission and things are not working for you? From this conference, from Maximum Impact 25 days, anything in your life that will not working, that refuse to work, it is not working for you. It is not working for you. Everything that will not working for you is not working from this week. In the name of you see, the difference between me and other preachers is simple. There's a difference. The difference here is many preachers are called to preach sermons. I am not called to preach a sermon. I am called to preach a message. Amen. So there is a big difference between me and other preachers. When you preach sermon, you sum them up. When you set on a sermon, they will sum you up. Can I hear amen? Amen. But when you sit under a message, you receive direction. Your life is molded. Your life is guarded. You are instructed in the ways of God. You are empowered and you are equipped to make a difference. Somebody say, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. Can I hear amen? What is the difference between preaching a sermon and preaching a message? To preach a sermon, you have to study and read books. You study, you read books, you listen to preaching. I'm sending you to preach a message. And I said, Lord, how can I preach a message? And the Lord said, watch me. I will take you through some mess. When I have taken you through some mess, your mess will produce your message. Can I hear somebody say that? So sermon is a product of reading books. Sermon is a product of doing research and studying seminary, listening to seminary lecture, reading 1900 pamphlet from one of these theological seminaries. Sermon has to do with looking through the dictionary, listening to preachers on the radio to find some theological idioms and jargons, so that when you come on the altar here, you can say something to make people laugh, and so that after they are loud, you can entertain them because you are a comedian. Can I hear amen? But some of us that God show us mercy and say you will not preach a sermon, you are going to deliver a message from heaven to the people living here on the earth. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have time. We don't have time. When it is time for me to claim this altar to come and preach, I just come and stand here, and then out of my mess, the message begin to come. Okay. This is my story. This is my song. Oh, sing my Savior. If you don't have a story, you don't have a song. You can only hear me singing what I am singing because there is a story. Can I hear somebody say amen? Can I hear somebody say amen? Look at somebody by your side, say, don't stop the process.
Don't stop the process.
Your life is going through some process.
Your life is going through some process.
Your family is going through some process.
Your family is going through some process.
The process will determine your story.
The process will determine your story.
When the process is over, and your story is completed,
and your story is completed,
you will have a song to sing in your mouth.
you will have a song to sing in your mouth.
When the Lord hath done again the captivity of Zion, it went unto us like a dream. Then our mouth will fill with what? Laughter. And our tongue with what? With singing. And then we began to speak and we began to declare among the unbelievers, the heathen. And what was we singing? What was we saying among them? The Lord has done great things for us. But that song of God doing great things for you is a product of God turning the captivity, which was like a dream. And it resulted and culminated into laughter in our mouth. God is turning somebody's captivity this week. God is turning somebody's captivity this week. If you believe it, shout, I hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, the message of the church is the philosophy of the ministry. The philosophy of the ministry, which include the church doctrine, which is the overall teaching of the commission with its tenets of faith. It is the general emphasis of the church. For example, in CJC, our general emphasis is wisdom. That is the message of this commission. Our major doctrine is teaching the wisdom of Jesus Christ, which is the word of God. This is our message. Our philosophy is very simple. Wisdom is the principal thing. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse number 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. That is our philosophy. Can I hear somebody say amen? If you are learning anything this morning, can you put your hands together for Jesus? Isaiah 6 verse 8 to 9. Isaiah chapter 6, reading from verse 8 to 9. And that really is the word of the manifold wisdom of God.
Verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord say, whom shall I send? And who will go for us? Then said I, here am I, Lord, send me.
Everybody says send.
Send.
The word send is another word for commission. Commission means to be sent. Commission means to be sent. To be sent. To be sent. To be sent. Can you read that one more time?
Also I heard the voice of
There was a voice that echoed from the corridors of eternity into time. And the voice said,
say, whom shall I send?
who will receive this commission? And I said,
And who will go for us?
who will go for us?
Then said I,
Then I said,
here am I,
here am I,
send me.
send me. Ladies and gentlemen, for the church to do well, and for you and myself to contribute our quota, and to also do well within the church and in the ministry, we must know and understand the commission of the church, because the church must have a commission. So what is the commission of CJC? What is this commission? Because the church must have a commission. So what is this commission? What are we sent to do? What is this ministry sent to do? What is CJC sent to do? What are we sacrificing our body, going through all kinds of challenges, paying all kinds of prices, suffering and going through a lot of things for Jesus? And we won't leave or neglect this work to go and do other things to get money. Why are we paying all the prices? Why are we here? What is our tax? What is this commission all about? What have we been sent to do? Isaiah received this calling as a prophet. His divine commission was to go to Israel, to speak to them and deliver a message from God over to them. Can I hear amen? A commission is a special assignment. Special assignment. What is the assignment of CJC? A commission is a special task. A commission is a special task you are given to perform. A commission is a special work you are appointed to do. A special work, a special work you are appointed to do. A special work. A special work. Hallelujah. Your commission is your specific job description in the ministry. Your specific job description in the ministry. Another thing I'd like you to appreciate quickly is that church is not competition. Ministry is not competition. It's a commission. It's a commission. It's a task we have been given to perform. It's a work we have been appointed to do. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. And therefore, you must not be caught in the temptation of comparing your church, comparing your ministry with another ministry and with another church. When you do that, you will be distracted. When you do that, you will lose focus. When you do that, you will be discouraged. When you do that, you will be frustrated, because every church has a commission. The assignment of this church is different from the assignment of this church. Can I hear somebody say that? Are you learning anything?
Yeah.
Can I hear amen?
Amen.
So what is our specific job description? What is the commission of CJC? What is our task? What is this commission all about? God sent me as a prophet to rescue the perishing, to set the captives free, to make his people rich. This is my mandate and my assignment. This is my mandate and my assignment. This is my mandate and my assignment. As a prophet, he has sent me to rescue the perishing. To rescue the perishing. To set the captives free. And to make his people to be rich. That is my assignment. In 1997, when the vision of this great commission of CJC was delivered, God said to me, my son Archbishopric, he said, impart my people and teach my people how to impart their generation through the manifold wisdom of God. God told me and he said, make the church a spiritual military training camp. Make the church a spiritual military training camp and an army barrack. Make the church an army barrack. Let the church be an army barrack. And then he said, train Christians to become prayer malicious. Train them to become prayer malicious, to become spiritual rangers and commandos and spiritual nemesis in prayer, who can destroy the works of the devil through intercontinental ballistic prayer. Teach them how to pray. Can I hear somebody say amen? Look at somebody by your side, say, that is our commission.
That is our commission.
One more time, say, that is our commission.
That is our commission.
Ministry is not competition, it's a commission. What is this commission all about? Please be checking on the kitchen and be giving me a message how far they are gone. I will soon release you. Amen.
Amen.
Ministry is not competition, it's a commission. It's an assignment. It's a task. If you are in a church, your church has a commission. Your church is getting a task from heaven. Your church is getting an assignment by God. So stay focused. Get to know what the job is. Get to know what the work is. Get to know what the task is, and play your part. Play your part. Play your part. Play your role. Can I hear somebody say amen? 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 24. The Bible says, faithful is he that calleth you, who also will do it. Oh wow, these people they not use the water. They can really push the thing and rush it. Can I get amen? Alright, so I have at least 10 minutes to break it down. Can I get amen? Faithful is he that calleth you, who also shall do it. Who also shall do it. We should always know that God is faithful. It is he that has called us. It is not we ourselves. We are not in this thing for money. I tell some people, I say, if you think I'm in this thing for money, then come inside me and look for some. Can't look for some of the money. If you think I'm inside the thing for, try and look for some of the money. And you will know how many days, sometimes I have to go the hungry stomach. Not because I decided to fast and pray, but it's a compulsory
fast.
So it's not a money, it's a tax, it's a burden that is upon us. Can I hear amen? The church, ladies and gentlemen, the church is built. The administration of the church is according to the revelation of a divine pattern. A divine pattern. A divine pattern. The administration of this church is according to the revelation of a divine pattern that is revealed by God in the mountain to the prophet of the house concerning how the church and the ministry is to be run. Can I hear somebody say amen? Amen. Hebrews chapter 8 and verse number 5, God said to Moses, see that you build the tabernacle, build the church according to the pattern revealed to you. Revealed to you in the mountain on Mount Sinai. There is a pattern I reveal to you, and according to that pattern, see to it that you build the church according to the pattern. The pattern of the United Methodist Church is different from the pattern of CDC. So don't take the pattern of the May Baptist Church or the Catholic Church or the Ray Oil Church and bring it here and compel me as a pastor to build and to govern and to set up the administration of the church according to the pattern of another church. The pattern of another church is for that church to be paid, to run that church, to elevate that church. God has his own pattern for your church. Can I hear amen? Amen. Look at somebody by your side and say, discover the pattern.
Discover your pattern.
The church, by that revelation, it is clear that the church is not built by being a copycat. The church is not built by being a carbon copy. The church is not built by being a photocopy. So you can go and see the way other people, how their ushers are looking, and you come here and say, Pastor, this is how our usher will be. This is how our usher will be. And then when I tell you, I say, no, the usher will not be like that. According to the pattern God revealed to me on the mountain when you were not there, it is how the ushers will be. Then you look at me and say, no, I'm not there about this, Pastor. That's what I don't like about this Archbishopric man. He's a dictator. Nothing you will tell him, he will listen to you. Nothing you tell him. Can I hear amen? When you understand these things, you will be careful when it comes to the administration of the church. You will not just take everything from us out there, what you hear from us, what you see from us, how people are doing crusade, and you say, Pastor, they are hosted 10 crusade on the other side. When will we have our own crusade too? Look at somebody by your side, say, this thing is not competition.
This thing is not competition.
Say it's a commission.
It's a commission.
If they are having 50 crusades in 1 month, it is because of the commission they have received. The task that God has given them, the appointment they have received to do the work of God. You and myself has now received that task. We have now received that commission. The commission you receive will determine the grace that flow to you. It is the grace of God that do the work. It is not by might, it is not by power. When God sends you to do something or to perform a task, He will give you the grace to get the task done. But when you go ahead of God to get it done, you are heading for trouble. Can I hear amen? Look at somebody and say, let's build according to the pattern.
Let's build according to the pattern.
One more time, say pattern.
Pattern.
Now, what is pattern? Pattern simply means policy. Pattern simply means procedure. Pattern has to do with standard. Pattern has to do with system. Every church must have a system. In every church, there is a policy. Every church has certain standard. Can I hear amen?
Amen.
And here in CJC, we have a standard. We have a policy. We also have system. Can I hear amen?
Amen.
Now let me list few things quickly. We expect married people, married couples to be faithful to each other. It's part of our system in this commission. It's part of our procedure. It's part of our policy in CJC. That when you are married, stay faithful to your husband and stay faithful to your wife. We don't encourage you to jump from your eating bowl and do long hand into somebody on an eating bowl. We see it, we will call it in this church because that is witchcraft. How can your hand turn long like that? Can I hear amen? So we encourage people to be married and to be faithful to their relationship. It is part of our system. Can I hear amen? We expect ministers of the gospel and church members to live a life according to biblical pattern of purity and moral integrity. I saw something on the social media the other day. I think the beginning of this week. I saw the reverend with his clerical, and he was legally married to another brother in the church. And to our words, to be ridiculous, they went to church, he and his wife were men. And this gay pastor, married man, we don't even know how to call it because it's not woman, it's man plus man. And then he was able to announce to the church that his wife is pregnant. And he himself was standing there like a sheep. Yes, I was so big. And the church scattered. Everybody turned their back and started walking out of the church and going. He said, what? Pastor, you so brave that you were able to do this in darkness and you brought it in the broad daylight in the church. These are signs of the end time that Jesus Christ is on his way coming. Can I hear amen?
That's the word.
I want you to stand up to your feet. I will stop there. I can't push it any further. I can't push it any further. I have to release you to go and rest yourself. I was showing another information also on the internet, which BBC released. On BBC, it was, I think last week, about this white woman who went into 220 men. And 220 men failed to marry her. She had failed relationships. She expected one of them to marry her, and he refused to marry. And she came to a conclusion and said, since marriage will not work for me with men, I have decided to get married to a dog. So she found a German Shepherd, and then they brought them together and they married them up. And they put the ring on finger like this for those kind of marriages. And they have special ring like a bangle that they also put on the dog hand. They put it on the face of the dog like that. And it was something that were happening live. And everybody were watching, observing it around the world. People were commenting all around the world. And some say, for this woman to come to conclusion that 220 men that she went into, and they went into her, but yet they failed to marry her. And she had resolved to marry to a dog. The 220 men, none among them could marry her because she herself is a dog. Because what she was doing, only dog can do that kind of thing. Can I hear amen?
Amen.
So when they met them, each one of them wanted to marry her, then they discover her dog character and her dog nature. And they say, what am I doing marrying a dog? So eventually she discovered that she was a dog. And she never fell into the life of any man. That the best place she failed was in the life of another dog. So she collected a German Shepherd, a puppy, to be massaged. Massaged. Stand up to your feet. Stand up to your feet. Stand up to your feet.
Hey!
I want us to lift up our hands for the next 30 seconds. Just talk to God and pray.